Andiamo. Andiamo.
Oh, konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Is this where we're going?
Yes.
You sure these people know we're coming?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, Toyota. Hope they're here.
Hello.
Here she comes.
Hello. Come in.
Passimo guardare la twist stanza del cucito.
Cosa hai detto?
Oh my god, I've been practicing this for weeks. Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Jenny,
You crazy
learn
bugger.
Italian. This says,
She's been practicing for about 10 minutes.
this says, hello, can I look at your sewing room? Well, Jane said it does anyway. Oh no, I just made...
Guardare las...
Yeah, I sounded like that, didn't I?
Oh yeah, it wasn't bad actually when I look at what
Gotcha,
you were
gotcha.
saying. Yeah. Si, vieni.
What'd she say? What'd she say?
See?
See? Yeah, of course I can see. I got my glasses on. Now, Jenny,
Yes.
Jane told me we're coming to learn Italian,
Yes.
but I'm not going to be very good at it. So I was wondering if instead of doing that, we could look at your sewing room.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
I know that you're not on Facebook and all those bits, but do you know we're getting more famous by the video?
Yes.
It's true, it's true. So
Yes.
there's every chance that this could be on Facebook or YouTube or people could see it. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it
cool.
comes out in our patch anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does,
Yeah.
but people can also access it on YouTube. Just
Okay.
making sure you're okay.
Yeah.
There's too much to look at. Look at all the quilts in there, Jane.
Yes. We'll look at those on the way out.
Okay.
There are quilts in every room in this house,
Just have a
even the bathroom.
All right, let's
Let's go.
Let's go.
Where do you want to go? Into the sewing room.
Oh, you're the leader. You lead on.
Okay, well here's my sewing
Oh
room.
my God! No. Oh, look at this, Jane. Look at this. Come over here
I'll-
with me and tell me all about this
I'll
room.
stand there.
Oh, that's right.
God. This is beautiful, Jane.
I'm very lucky that I've got this space.
Yeah.
I mean, there were 3 of us in this house,
Okay.
and this became my sewing room very early on.
Yeah. It's just
But
beautiful.
these pigeonholes have come from
A source.
a place of illumination,
Very cool.
and
Oh,
they have been absolutely wonderful.
don't the fabrics
and-
look beautiful?
Every so often I pull all the fabric out,
Yeah.
sort through it and see what I really don't want.
Do you find anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I take it to the groups I belong to, and they
Okay.
take it, so it's great.
Yeah.
It's called recycling.
So tell me, when did you get started quilting?
Well, I think the first patchwork I did was when my daughter was 3, which was 50 years ago.
Okay. And did you finish it?
No.
No. Just checking, just checking.
The first UFO.
I think when I came, I went to live in Italy for a couple of years.
That must have been exciting.
Oh, heaven on a stick.
Lucky I'm so
it's-
good at speaking Italian, eh?
I think I fell in love with quilting in Italy, but I can't remember why.
Okay.
And when I came back, we were there for 2 years. When I came back, and I discovered that there was a girls' quilt exhibition,
Okay.
and I went to see it.
That was it.
And that was it.
Yeah.
I was hooked.
Yeah.
I was hooked. I've always sewn.
Yeah.
My clothes,
Yeah.
interesting clothes. I had patterns from America, which were ethnic clothing,
Oh, okay.
clothing taken from genuine clothing, so that the patterns were in fact accurate. They weren't lookalikes.
Yeah.
They were for real.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I've been quilting madly ever since.
So, are you in any groups?
Yes, I belong to the guild.
Yeah. You're a guild member.
That's an assumption, I guess.
Yeah.
I think the first group I joined was called the Working Girls,
Oh, cool.
because at the time we were working girls,
Yep.
in the true sense of the word, not the undertaken
What are you telling me, Jen?
No, I'm not telling you anything. No, I'll forget that. But that was years and years and years and years ago. I think we've been meeting for a good 20 years.
Oh, it's
There
still
are
meeting.
now only about 6 of us.
Oh, how
Yeah.
lovely is that?
Yeah. And yes, and we were called the working girls because we met at night.
Right.
Because we had to work.
Yeah.
Jobs.
Yep.
I belong to Coromandel Valley Quilters.
Yep.
I belong to McLaren Vale.
Oh, they're amazing, I've heard.
Yes, they are. They're absolutely so. Now, what did I say? So warm and welcoming. If a little cheeky.
Oh, stop reading off your hand. That's not what I told you.
Have you got a cheat sheet there?
That's funny.
I belong to the running stitches.
Okay.
Which is not so much quilting, but textile artists in a broader way than just quilts.
Yeah.
But called because we took up camphor stitching, which is
that's
a running
that's the
stitcher.
Indian stitching,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yes.
And I love that too.
Yeah. That's similar to boro.
Borrow, the Japanese.
But
it's very
I think
much the same.
The canthor's maybe a bigger stitch, or I don't know.
Japanese people are more exact,
yes,
and therefore their work tends to be more exact, more equal.
And
whereas initially the Indian stuff was out of necessity.
Yeah, and it was more relaxed, maybe the stitching.
Much finer fabrics.
Yep.
Their cottons wear out very quickly, and so in order to keep fabric going, they just layer it together and running stitch it.
It's actually a lovely sentiment, isn't it? I know.
Yes.
I appreciate the necessity, but the workmanship's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, borrow in Japan is also the repair of worn out clothing. And both have become craft items now.
Yeah.
Now you can buy polyester from anywhere.
Yeah.
This
is really beautiful. So, I've seen lots of your beautiful quilts, but do you have a favourite technique? Do you like to machine, or are you more a hand worker?
I think, no, I use my machine for piecing. And for the major quilting, but I will often enhance any of the blocks with hand stitching. Often just a running stitch. I do like hand sewing, but my hands are getting arthritic and it hurts too much, particularly in the winter. I've done applique, machine piecing, I've done hand piecing, anything else I should have done? Most of my quilts these days are what I call random remnant quilts.
Oh, okay. And what are that? Tell us a bit about that.
It started when there were some leftover blocks from the patchwork car cover that was made for one of the exhibitions.
That might have been a bit before me.
I can't remember how long ago it was. It was several years probably. And there were some blocks left over. And I said, nobody else wants them, I'll take them and turn them into a quilt. 30, 40, 50 quilts later, I'm still doing it. And they're scraps. I make them from scraps and leftovers.
Go to charities,
most of the time, yes. I've given them away as raffle prizes to places like the Salvos. I remember giving one to, there's a refugee association. There's Chrissy Quilts, and I can't remember what Chrissy did, but she wanted quilts, and I gave her half a dozen.
Yep.
Yeah, they go out to charity.
Yep.
I enjoy making them, and if they're going to keep somebody warm,
yeah, that's it. Isn't it?
and with pleasure,
Yeah.
because
that's
they
great.
are bright.
Yes.
Yes.
We all need a bit of
Backs
bright,
and
don't we?
front.
So I'm looking at this, and you sew on a Janome professional.
I do.
Yeah, you're a Janome girl.
Yes.
The sewing room is so cool.
And that happened because Pam Holland lent me a machine which could do a stitch properly, rather than my machine, on one of her quilts.
Okay.
And then she said, well, you can keep that. And eventually I upgraded to this one, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, beautiful.
And my service bloke is only 3 spits away and looks after my machine beautifully.
Very good.
Yes.
Excellent.
So one of the questions I like to ask people, I'm doing this bit of a survey. I'm doing 2. Do you have a favourite tool in your sewing room?
Oh, I suppose I can't hand sew without a thimble.
Okay. Yep.
And I could say my rotary cutter certainly makes life easier than a pair of scissors, and more accurate than a pair of scissors.
Yep.
I wouldn't call my sewing machine my favourite tool. Obviously, it's an important one.
Yeah.
Oh, my fabric.
So Jenny, I'm just here to say hello. I was enthralled listening to you. UFOs.
Oh,
So here's my question, Jenny Lobter.
yes.
Do you have between 0 and 10 UFOs?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Congratulations, that's
Congratulations,
fantastic.
I've probably got the minimum so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
at the moment, I think
Have you always been a finisher?
no, at one stage I had 35.
Yeah, you're getting up there in the ranks
But
now.
that was
That's okay.
a long time ago.
So with age comes finishing off quilts. Is that what
No.
you're telling me?
With coronavirus.
Oh, okay. Well,
It enabled
there you
me
go.
to sit down and think, good opportunity to get some of these quilts
So
finished.
what you're really saying is you've had time to finish them. It's not just because you've become better at finishing quilts off.
Well, I think 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Okay.
To be honest, pinning is difficult
Yes.
because of my hands, but I found help there.
Yeah.
And quilting them and binding them is just so, for me, fulfilling. There it is. It's done now.
Yeah.
And I think I only have about 4 waiting to be completed.
Okay.
Wow.
This sewing room's so cool.
It is,
I love
isn't
the
it?
boxes. Have we got time to?
And on the way through, we saw a room with some quilts in.
Have we got time for an adventure?
Maybe we need to have a quick look.
Yeah. You're
What?
leading the way. We're
Oh, you
following.
want? Oh,
Yeah.
You want to see quilts in all places?
Yes. Yeah, we do.
Well, there are.
Follow me.
This is what I call the computer room, and or the library.
Okay. Well, we're going to call it the quilt viewing room. These are beautiful.
They are,
Look
aren't
at
they?
these.
That was a challenge at the end of 2019, and our leader said, "Let's make a circle quilt for next year." So I did, and presented
Now-
it at the first meeting.
Am I right in thinking that this is one of your random remnant quilts?
Absolutely,
How beautiful is it?
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, and I can see a number of the quilts that the blocks there that are hand-me-downs, as well as
So
ones that have been
I guess
made up.
I guess the beauty of that is we've probably all got a few random blocks that we didn't like, or they didn't fit, or they
Or
were
it
left
was
over, or
A
sure we do.
practice sample.
yeah. And don't they just look amazing? That is so nice.
It is, isn't
Thank
it?
you.
Oh, okay. Lead
Next
on,
room.
Lead on. Next room.
Lead on. Next
Yeah.
room.
Oh, hang on. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, they're not mine.
Okay, this is
Doesn't
not
matter.
hers, but look how cute it is.
Nor is that one.
This is not hers either, so
A
don't.
95-year-old lady made that.
Oh my goodness, it's very lovely.
It is,
Don't
isn't
look,
it?
Don't look.
Yes.
Okay. After me. After me. Right.
Now, if you want to see a lot of quilts,
Oh my goodness, Jane, come in here, quick. Oh my goodness.
Wow, there's a
these
pile on
are-
there.
Can I put the little light on? Yeah, of course
Yes.
I can. Oh my
yes,
goodness.
that's better.
Oh yeah, don't trip over. Oh God, look at that.
I laid all these quilts out as much as anything to see what they looked like.
You don't know where to start looking. I feel like a kid in the shop.
So you've got them all labelled with names and sizes.
I record my quilts on my computer. I started doing it because this was in the process of finishing off quilts. And it gave me an idea of what needed, the top needed finishing, it needed a backing, it needed the wadding, it needed the binding, etc., etc.
These are more randoms.
Oh, lots of those, yes.
I feel like I'm in an art gallery. They're beautiful. Oh, my wonky stars. Don't you love
Yes,
them?
yes. Workshop at Quilting Counter.
Beautiful.
It's good for me, you know, to see them all at once.
Do you remember me saying when she goes like that at home?
Sorry?
Do you remember me saying when Jane goes
Yeah.
like that?
She's done it again, has she?
She's doing it. So, maybe we'll be allowed to come back another day, senorita.
Sissy, no.
Konnichiwa, konnichiwa, Toyota, pizza.
Non parli Japanese.
No speak of the English, lady.
Eccola.
She's doing it really fast now.
Andiamo.
Andiamo, well done.
Okay,
ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Vediamo.
Thank you.
Un altro giorno.
Bye.